Eugene, Roseburg, and Coos Bay. Kval News at 6 starts now.
The good news is we're going to have a strong push for this first wave, this 80-plus population.
First at 6, Oregon's residents 80 and over are now eligible for the COVID vaccine. Good evening, I'm Jacqueline Fernandez.
And I'm David Walker. We have team coverage for you tonight.
That we do. Hadley Heck is in the sports office, ready to break down new coronavirus restriction rollbacks of high school sports.
And Lauren Negretti is here to explain how the new online tools for vaccination eligibility in the state will work.
But first, after some confusion on how the vaccine rollout works for seniors in Lane County, a clear picture finally starting to emerge today.
Well, Olivia Young talked with the people at Lane County Public Health today. Olivia, what'd you learn about getting local seniors vaccinated?
Well, David, Jacqueline, here in Lane County, seniors 80 years and older can get vaccinated through some healthcare providers or mass vaccination clinics. Lane County will receive a total of 3,200 doses from the Oregon Health Authority this week. 2,000 of those doses will be reserved for those who fall in the 80-plus population. 800 doses are for K-12 educators who still need to get vaccinated, and 400 doses are reserved for the remainder of the Phase 1A group.
They're all very, very anxious to get the vaccine.
Seniors over 80 eligible for the COVID vaccine Monday, although many are still waiting.
And I have not heard anything yet. I expected to hear something today.
There are 15,000 people 80 years and older in Lane County. Public Health says a little over half are registered to be vaccinated in Lane County.
But this week we expect to have roughly 5,500 80-plus individuals vaccinated.
Local healthcare providers will be vaccinating eligible seniors starting today. Meantime, later this week, Public Health will receive vaccines from OHA. Then Sunday, Public Health will hold a mass vaccination clinic for those 80-plus who still need to get vaccinated.
What should a senior looking to get vaccinated do right now?
Pre-register, and then you'll receive a call from one of our vaccinating partners and/or Lane County to schedule you for a vaccination appointment.
But many seniors are still waiting for that call.
We are both registered and we have both been confirmed.
Appointments are not first come, first served. Prioritization is based on pre-existing conditions and age, meaning not everyone 80 years and older will get that phone call this week.
And as long as the doses keep coming in, we're going to move through as fast as humanly possible week by week.
Once you show up for your appointment, Davis says it should take about 33 minutes to drive through and get vaccinated.
One of the more efficient ways that we've identified to get shots in people's arms quickly.
In the meantime, seniors continue to take precautions as they wait for their turn to fight the coronavirus.
And I'm very grateful for Skype and Zoom.
Next week, seniors 75 and older will become eligible for the vaccine, followed by those 70 plus the week of the 21st and those 65 and up the week of the 28th. In the meantime, if you're not in that 80 plus age group, you're still advised to fill out the pre-registration form so Public Health can reach you when it is your turn to get the shot. Lane County's website is still down, but we've included the pre-registration form on our website, kval.com. Back to you.
All right, Olivia, here's another look now at the vaccination schedule for seniors. As Olivia mentioned, next Monday, those over the age of 75 will become eligible. Then February 22nd, it's those over 70, and March 1st, those 65 and older.
Get Vaccinated Oregon is a new online tool unveiled by the Oregon Health Authority today. It helps answer your questions as the state continues to open vaccine eligibility in phases, those phases David just mentioned. Kval's Lauren Negretti joining us now. Lauren, tell us more about Get Vaccinated Oregon.
Well, Jacqueline, it's a tool linked on the state's covidvaccine.oregon.gov website, and it helps Oregonians find out if they're currently eligible, sign up for notifications when it is their turn, and find vaccine providers in their county.
Get Vaccinated Oregon. This tool will allow people to determine if they are currently eligible for a vaccine and register to get email alerts or text notifications when they become eligible.
It is not a way to get in line for the vaccine. An online questionnaire takes you through how to determine your eligibility and where to find a vaccination event near you. The questions range from where you live and work, your age, medical conditions, or disabilities. The information is secure, used to connect you with a vaccine provider when it is your turn. And county by county information is posted. Vaccination appointments are being scheduled through the state's website for Portland and surrounding areas. Why isn't a one-stop option available?
There is not a single phone number that people can call to schedule an appointment. The reason for that is there are really 34 different ways of getting vaccinated with the different public health authorities around the state.
For example, Douglas County's local public health.
He's working with local providers to get seniors vaccinated through their providers.
So it doesn't hurt to cover your bases.
We're really encouraging Lane County people to use our link.
This ahead of Sunday's vaccination clinic for seniors over 80 in Lane County. And we have those state and county links for you on our website at kval.com. Back to you.
Well, today the Oregon Health Authority reported its lowest daily number of new COVID-19 cases since mid-October. There were just over 300 confirmed cases and 1 death reported today. In all, there have been 147,000 cases and more than 2,000 deaths in Oregon.
Every school in Roseburg has students in the classroom for at least a week now. Kindergarten through 5th grade students experiencing a normal Monday through Friday schedule for 2 weeks. Secondary schools started last week and are on a hybrid schedule. About 15% of families with elementary school students opted to continue remote learning, with about 20% for middle school and 25% for high school. Families will be able to change their plan at the end of the quarter.
High quality teaching and learning is, the fundamental component with that is building these relationships with kids and having these interactions.
The Roseburg School District has about 870 employees. Around 520 of them were vaccinated over the last couple of weeks. The district reports 5 COVID cases since schools reopened, 2 cases each at Green Elementary and Winchester Elementary, and 1 case at Fir Grove Elementary.
The Oregon School Activities Association met today. It was a virtual meeting. They were talking about options for high school sports across the state. Some new options were approved for Season 2 sports. That's football, volleyball, soccer, and cross country. Hadley Heck is in the sports office tonight with an update on that meeting.
Yes, Jacqueline, I sat in on the OSAA's meeting today, and they approved some new options for Season 2 sports, football, volleyball, soccer, and cross country. They're also anticipating an update from the governor's office. The OSAA was reluctant to make a decision for Season 2 sports today, as they didn't want to rule out the possibility of returning to play entirely.
Today's decision would have to be pull the plug as opposed to waiting for some more guidance shortly.
So the OSAA approved alternative options like 7-on-7 football, flag football, virtual challenges, and even outdoor volleyball. They're moving forward with caution as they're expecting an update from Governor Brown later this week.
We anticipate some potential changes to that here in the next couple of days. We don't know exactly what those changes are, but obviously any change to the contact sports prohibition would be an improvement over what we're at now, where they're strictly prohibited. And that's the information that we have at this point from the governor's office and OHA.
Today in a statement to our newsroom, the governor's office said, "At this point, I don't have a specific timeline for the review process, but understanding that this has been a frustrating year for Oregon's youth athletes and that athletes and coaches are hoping to have more certainty about the spring season. I will provide updates as soon as I am able." John Beck, a member of the OSAA board, an Oregon educator and coach for 38 years, and a parent of a senior football player, made a statement in the meeting on behalf of the Oregon Coaches Association.
That we adamantly promote the playing of 11-on-11 tackle football here in the state of Oregon, and we're hoping the governor comes out with some new things to give those opportunities for kids, for all kids in the state, and especially the kids that are now dealing with stress and social, emotional issues, to alleviate those.
Although the board moved forward with alternative options today, they agreed that they are no substitute for Friday Night Lights. The OSAA plans to meet again on February 17th to discuss Season 2 sports moving forward. Back to you.
We're taking a live look tonight at the Gordon Hotel. Tonight, the official lighting of the hotel sign, and tomorrow, doors officially open in the afternoon. The 82-room pet-friendly boutique hotel is located at the 5th Street Market downtown. The hotel will feature art from more than 160 local artists, 3,700 square feet of meeting space, and complimentary craft beer at check-in. Come spring, visitors will be able to use cruiser bikes for free, and food and beverage services will open inside.
Well, the Oregon Health Authority updated the county metrics here in the state of Oregon today. Now, in Coos County, they'll remain at the extreme risk level for at least 2 more weeks.
And in the last 2 weeks, the county reporting just over 284 cases per 100,000, an increase from the warning week metrics.
Kval's Amanda Slee tells us about a restaurant in Coos County that is adapting to this new normal.
In the extreme risk category, restaurants are only allowed to do takeout and outdoor dining. With some not having the capability to do outdoor dining, they're getting creative so you can dine in your car.
Of course, we bought these here, and this actually goes under your steering wheel, and it's a nice new way of eating in the car.
It's similar to the old school drive-in style service when the tray sat on your window.
This is actually a more inventive way because we don't want to harm anybody's car or anything like that. So to really do this in your car, and this is offered to anybody who's in your car. It doesn't have to be just for the driver, because you don't want to sit like a hot box on your lap. So this is a cool way of doing that.
So what's the point of keeping customers there? Well, if you have to drive somewhere else to sit down and eat,
you have that risk of letting your food get cold, right? So why not offer something where they can sit here and eat here? That way they keep their food hot and not have to worry about going somewhere else.
They have 40 tray tables, enough to cater to many customers. While they've only had them for a week, Neil says it's been hit or miss on customers' reception to the idea.
I think it's a good idea for the single people wanting to grab a quick bite before work or on their lunch break, and obviously you can't sit inside, so you want somewhere to sit down where you're comfortable and eat.
Even once the county is out of the extreme risk category, they still plan to have this as an option for those who prefer it. Reporting in North Bend, I'm Amanda Slee.
All right, thanks, Amanda. The owners of the Cozy Kitchen aren't stopping there. Discussions are in the works regarding a drive-in movie option in their parking lot. We'll keep you updated if this becomes an option.
Well, coming up on Kval News, some organizations want the city of Eugene to walk away from negotiations with Northwest Natural Gas. Find out why.
Plus, we're just hours away from the unprecedented second impeachment trial of former President Donald Trump. Details of an agreement reached on rules for the trial. And
a double punch for small businesses. First, it was the pandemic. Now another hurdle, this time on their tax bill. I'm Angela Brown. I'll explain.